Last night, Kate Martin, who's pretty tight, we know, with Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese got a little bit of her own medicine last night from Kate Martin.
Angel Reese walked onto the court full of confidence, ready to dominate. But there was a problem. Kate Martin wasn't backing down. Instead of getting intimidated, Martin held her ground and made Reese look inexperienced. The so-called Queen of Basketball got outplayed by Caitlin Clark's former teammate.
So the Kate Martin versus Angel Reese matchup was big. Like, this is something that a lot of people were kind of like not even really that interested in because, well, to be fair, up to this point they've both been at a very even level and unrivaled. I think up to this point Martin was better. Last night Angel.
Sometimes a single moment changes everything in a game. That's what happened when Angel Reese collided with Kate Martin. The whole arena held its breath. Martin fouled Reese in the second half, but earlier in the game, Reese stole the ball from Martin and assisted a teammate for a basket. Reese was driving confidently to the hoop, but Martin stood strong. Instead of an ordinary foul, Reese flew through the air, and the crowd went wild. Was it really that hard of a hit? Maybe. But what stood out the most? Martin didn't even flinch, she just kept playing.
So it says here Kate Martin's trending after fouling Angel Reese. So in this game, Angel Reese got 2 steals on Kate Martin, and one of them was a foul. In the second half, there was a foul. The first half, she got a steal on Kate Martin, then ran the floor.
Fans went crazy on social media. One tweet joked that Kate Martin almost sent Barbie back home. This wasn't just a regular play. It changed the rivalry between these two teams. LSU and Iowa weren't just opponents. They had a history of intense competition. This wasn't personal hatred, but on the court, they truly didn't like each other. And while Reese was sent flying, Martin stayed calm and kept playing like nothing happened.
Like, it is a hard foul, and I do think, like, it's more so, like, if you're looking at it here, if you're looking at where the contact is here, like, that is literally going straight up, but obviously no verticality. Kate Martin's moving across, and it just happens that where Angel Reese's leg goes. So Angel Reese kicks her right leg out as Kate Martin's jumping that way. So, like, look, there is no malice in this. There is no malice at all in this. But because of the way that Kate Martin was moving and the way Angel kicked out her right leg, Angel went flying down.
That moment wasn't just a collision. It felt like a shift in women's basketball. Angel Reese was once the biggest name on the court, but after this game, it looked like her time at the top might be over. Kate Martin didn't just challenge Reese. She made her look like a beginner.
It's not just like this is what happened with Caitlin. It's like that LSU team and that Iowa team did not like each other. And again, this is not like they did not like each other as people. They just did not, like, as competitors, they did not like each other one bit. Like, that was a rival. That was an actual rival.
After that play, Reese's game fell apart. She started missing easy layups, shots that even beginners should make. It wasn't because she was injured. She just wasn't playing well. The ball slipped from her hands, shots missed, and she looked completely lost on the court.
Like, you've now got the situation where they were matching up. These two were matching up, and it's funny, people were like, oh, Kate Martin still has beef with Angel Reese because of her friend. It's like, no, not at all. Kate Martin has beef with Angel Reese because Kate Martin was on the team where this happened.
This keeps happening. Reese puts up good stats, but her team keeps losing. At this point, it seems like when she's on the court too long, her team has a higher chance of losing.
It was a decent matchup there when the two of them were on, and I do say Kate Martin also dared Angel Reese to shoot the three-pointer. Like, Kate Martin just stood off her effectively, like Caitlin Clark on Raven Johnson, just was like, nah, go shoot.
Meanwhile, Kate Martin played like she was in a different league, calm, focused, and scoring easily. The stats told the story. Reese shot just 3-4-10 from the field, way below her usual numbers. Critics are noticing that missed opportunities and bad decisions are becoming a pattern for her.
It is. Again, what is it about Angel having real production, putting up points, and her teams always losing? At this point, she is victory repellent. I mean, honestly, you put her on the court, you keep her out there too long, you're screwed. You're going to lose. You're going to lose a basketball game.
So, was this just a bad game for Reese, or is it a bigger issue? Many are starting to wonder if the pressure is getting to her. Is her confidence just for show? Right now, she looks more like a problem for her team than an advantage. And here's the twist. While everyone was watching Reese struggle, hardly anyone was watching the game. The league she plays in, Unrivaled, was supposed to be a big deal, but ratings are low. On average, just 312,000 people watched, while WNBA games with Caitlin Clark pull in millions.
Hopping around, back, front, over, flip around like you're an egg in a... Why not?
It's like comparing a small-town game to the NBA Finals. The league expected Angel Reese to be their star, but fans want real basketball, not just trash talk. Now they're desperate. They're offering Caitlin Clark $1 million to play for just 2 months. That's a huge amount of money, but here's the funny part. Clark doesn't even need it.
So she was driving to the basket, and there were people that thought even if she'd have made it to, she wasn't going to make the basket. Oh yeah, she was all over the place right there. That wasn't going in. If she hadn't gotten fouled.
Clark already signed a $28 million deal with Nike. She has endorsement deals everywhere. The Unrivaled League needs her way more than she needs them. WNBA players and the media downplayed Clark's impact, but when it comes to making money, they suddenly changed their tune. The league thought Reese would be their superstar, but people want skill, not just attitude. And right now, Clark is delivering.
Y'all's attendance situation, it doesn't look great.
So, what's next for the Unrivaled League? Will they keep throwing money at their problems, or finally focus on real basketball instead of drama? While everyone was watching Reese struggle, something bigger was happening. Kate Martin's confidence wasn't just a lucky moment. She represents a new wave of players who are changing the game.
Modernizations and this whole new league that was just built and is now making its debut, fans aren't really buying into it as of this point. The games have averaged about 312,000 viewers across TNT and True TV, which is their broadcast partners. Those numbers, just to put into a little bit of perspective, while they seem like, okay, we've got over 312, when you put them in comparison to some of the WNBA numbers, specifically the WNBA numbers that featured Caitlin Clark playing in a game, they are actually very low.
These new players aren't focused on social media fame or trash talk. They're all about hard work and improving their skills. And fans are starting to notice.
Caitlin Clark already has money. She signed a $28 million deal with Nike. She's got endorsement deals from State Farm and a handful of other companies. Caitlin Clark doesn't necessarily need the money. It doesn't make sense. You have downplayed her impact, her importance all season, and all of a sudden, you're offering her $1 million along with a ownership stake in your new.
What makes them different? It's not just talent, it's their mindset. They stay composed and focus on fundamentals instead of flashy plays. Kate Martin, for example, isn't even the biggest star on her team, but she outplayed Reese by sticking to the basics. And she's not alone. Many players like her are ready to take over. Interview 14. This isn't just about individual players. It's a whole new way of playing basketball. The question is, are the big leagues ready for this shift?
NBA players, along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media, they downplayed the impact of Caitlin Clark. It is amazing how
This could be exactly what women's basketball needs. While leagues like Unrivaled are spending money on big names, these rising players are winning fans the right way, by playing great basketball. We're witnessing a major shift. The era of hype and drama is fading, and the era of real talent and sportsmanship is beginning.
2 months of her services, players didn't like Caitlin Clark. Why would they be willing to make her the highest paid player in their new league? The idea to offer Caitlin Clark this money, it did not come from WNBA players. It came directly from TNT. Without Caitlin Clark, this...
So next time you watch a women's basketball game, don't just look at the big names. Pay attention to the players quietly dominating the court. They're the ones shaping the future of the game, not with social media posts, but with real skills. Kate Martin versus Angel Reese wasn't just a game. It was a preview of what's coming next in women's basketball. And the future looks bright.
Angel Reese might be well known. Angel Reese may be a star on social media, but there's a huge difference between a star and a draw. The truth is, Angel Reese
While people focused on the drama, the real stars kept working. Caitlin Clark, for example, made 50 out of 54 three-pointers on her birthday. That's not just talent. That's next-level greatness. As fans, we have a choice. Do we want drama, or do we want true greatness? The players making history aren't the ones talking the most. They're the ones putting in the work every single day.
Nobody is coming close to the power of the Caitlin Clark effect. Like, they're just not.
The boil on Caitlin Clark's ass, Angel Reese may be playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss?
While people focused on the drama, the real stars kept working. Caitlin Clark, for example, made 50 out of 54 three-pointers on her birthday. That's not just talent. That's next-level greatness. As fans, we have a choice. Do we want drama, or do we want true greatness? The players making history aren't the ones talking the most. They're the ones putting in the work every single day.
America sent them a clear reminder. We're not interested in watching pretend basketball. Doesn't matter how much you change it, doesn't matter how hard you try to make it interesting by inventing rules that guarantee that games are close in the fourth quarter. Americans are clearly not interested in watching pretend basketball.
So next time you watch a women's basketball game, don't just look at the big names. Pay attention to the players quietly dominating the court. They're the ones shaping the future of the game, not with social media posts, but with real skills. Kate Martin versus Angel Reese wasn't just a game. It was a preview of what's coming next in women's basketball. And the future looks bright.
Actual NBA arenas just to accommodate the demand.
So next time you watch a women's basketball game, don't just look at the big names. Pay attention to the players quietly dominating the court. They're the ones shaping the future of the game, not with social media posts, but with real skills. Kate Martin versus Angel Reese wasn't just a game. It was a preview of what's coming next in women's basketball. And the future looks bright.
In the gym, and she went 50 for 54 from 3 on her birthday. And the Indiana Fever also posted this a couple days ago.
While people focused on the drama, the real stars kept working. Caitlin Clark, for example, made 50 out of 54 three-pointers on her birthday. That's not just talent. That's next-level greatness. As fans, we have a choice. Do we want drama, or do we want true greatness? The players making history aren't the ones talking the most. They're the ones putting in the work every single day.